Hey all, Glenn Kirschner here. Please enjoy this video on the Political Voices Network.
I said yesterday, it feels like justice is on a bit of a roll. I know we're impatient, but, I thought it was interesting. You tweeted, it was yesterday, you said there is a way to deal with Trump's provable lies designed to poison future jury pools, a narrowly tailored limitation on his speech and his posts. At some point, our institutions of government must push back on Trump's dangerous rhetoric before it's too late. And, on cue, judge orders Trump to attend a lecture on how not to violate evidence disclosure rules, which I'm sure is going to go down fabulously with him. But it's going to be by video, right? But he will have the rules explained to him, which I'm sure he knows. He just doesn't follow them, right?
No, he doesn't follow them. And the reason the judge is doing that, I haven't seen any reporting. I have seen some chatter about this lecture that Donald Trump must attend. The reason the judge is doing that is so the judge will have all of the evidence he needs that Donald Trump was specifically and personally on notice of these requirements and restrictions, such that when he violates them, it will be very easy for the judge to impose a sanction, which could include stepping him back because he will have proven that he can't comply with the court's conditions of release. So there's definitely a reason to do this beyond just, treating Donald Trump like a third grader.
Yeah. Well, obviously, as I was mentioning, some legal experts talking about, they think this town hall will accelerate Jack Smith's timeline. I don't want to get your take on that, but you also mentioned about the where is it here? Oh, a mole at Mar-a-Lago, person who works for Trump becomes confidential cooperating witness for prosecutors. That obviously was already in motion. What do you think the town hall does or doesn't do time-wise?
I sure hope it accelerates the accountability clock because, the longer the Department of Justice goes, allowing him to spew his lies, allowing him to portray what's going on as a witch hunt or some sort of political retribution, the more people absorb that message and think, well, DOJ hasn't done anything against him for years. So maybe it really is a witch hunt. Maybe it really is all about politics. I saw such a disheartening post where somebody said, there are a whole bunch of young people and students who are asking themselves, well, is Donald Trump, has he really done anything wrong? Because DOJ hasn't brought a single charge against him. So maybe the whole thing really is a witch hunt. This highlights the need for not just law enforcement stuff, but timely law enforcement. And that is what has been missing when it comes to Donald Trump.
Well, look at the first Biden ad that's using the town hall. I mean, you must have just, I can't even imagine, your legal brain must have just imploded. His whole retelling of January 6th, that was beautiful and patriotic day. And, he's going to pardon all of them. And maybe just a couple of them got out of control. I mean, I talk about a different version of reality. Hundreds of people have already been charged and pled guilty, right?
Right. And the insurrection has happened now more than 2 years ago. So if there was really a crime committed by Donald Trump, wouldn't DOJ have indicted him? This is the message, unfortunately, that is beginning to resonate with people. That's why, again, I hope the town hall accelerates the timetable for accountability, because at some point, DOJ, I know they always want to investigate things exhaustively and to perfection so they can present a bulletproof case to the jury. But at some point, they have to pull the trigger and begin indicting Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, here was another reason why I wish you were AG. You said, I've cross-examined RICO defendants and lots of murderers. Crossing this orange windbag would be a walk in the park. There's no two sides to treason. Yes, that's again, just the fact that CNN gave a platform to someone that has, you can start even list the things, right? Treason, overthrow of the government, espionage, sexual assault, to spin his version of reality. Of course, on cue this morning, Trump praises very smart CNN for giving him a town hall. Many minds were changed because he mostly unchallenged to a whooping group of his fans who apparently think is really funny, right? I mean, that was what was so disturbing about it.
He sends a signal, especially to the younger generations who are paying attention, that, abusing women is kind of cool and kind of neat and something to be laughed at, not something to be fought against. Again, you can't lock him up soon enough and begin holding him accountable for these crimes. He's already fundraising off of CNN's logo by making it TNN, the Trump News Network.
Yeah.
And, enough is enough.
Hey all, Glenn Kirschner here. Friends, I hope you'll join me on my audio podcast, Justice Matters. We talk about not only the legal issues of the day, but we also talk about the need to reform ethics in our government. Here's one example, the oath of office. You know the one. I do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Let's add 22 words to that oath. Quote, and I will promptly report any instances of crime and or corruption by government officials and employees of which I become aware. Friends, our democracy is worth fighting for. Join us in this fight, because justice matters. Look for Justice Matters wherever you ordinarily find your podcasts.